No idea what episode number.
No idea what episode number we're on, but
No
welcome back to Teach and Worthy's Talking Wellbeing. And
hi everyone.
Hello. So in this episode, we've been talking off camera about team environments and how
talking about sports, rugby.
Played a variety of sports. American football, hockey, rugby, cricket. And how individuals within those teams, I suppose, might need support, and you might not be aware of that as a player or as a coach, because we both coach a variety of sports as well. And so, we wanted to explore the idea very briefly, of supporting each other in a team environment.
And I think it's that can apply whether things are going well, things are going badly, or just as a general approach, because none of us know what each other are going through in our private lives, for example. So actually that's the way that we deal with each other in everyday life anyway can have a huge effect on each other. But specifically in a team environment, I think it's for me, it's how do you get the best out of someone, and that could be different for each person, and some people it's a carrot, dangling a carrot. Other people it's hitting them with a stick, proverbially.
But I'm sure you've been in a situation where perhaps the team's losing at half time and
very frequently, yes,
team comes off
at the end of the game.
But the team comes off and the coach has a go at the team in general, and you might have been playing superbly, and you're thinking, hang on a second.
Yeah. Well,
it's possible, but you might have been thinking, hang on a minute, I'm doing all right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't messed up here, so why are you lumping me? Why are you calling me? You're saying I'm playing rubbish when I know I'm not, and that can have a detrimental effect on someone's psyche. They might just go, I can't be bothered.
And you often hear the term, we win as a team, we lose as a team. But actually, responsibility. I think if you said yourself, nobody's going to play badly on purpose.
Yeah, well, no one means to mess up.
Absolutely. And so actually, if I get in your case and say, Teach, you just screwed that pass up, or missed a tackle or something like that, is that going to help you feel good? Is that going to help give you confidence for the next tackle that you need to make?
No, I'd much prefer it if you say, okay, you might not have made that one. If you do this differently, try putting your head the right side, or try
try looking.
Don't close your eyes. He's a big lad running at you, come at him sideways, don't try and tackle him head on, kind of stuff. That kind of stuff just helps, and hence, because whether it's a fellow player or as a coach, if someone's messing up, especially as a coach, if someone's messing up, surely that's my responsibility to help them improve.
Absolutely.
Not have a go at them, because I keep saying no one means to mess up, and that goes into both of what we do on a day-to-day basis. I get clients coming to me, I've messed up, I ate a whole pack of chocolate the other day. Great, so what? No one means to mess up. I'm not going to have a go at them and tell them they're rubbish and berate them. Although you said something that some people say, I do need that kick up the bum.
Yeah, I absolutely. I mean, people I've played rugby with, I remember frequently saying they did motivate them to get shouted at, to be sort of ridiculed in front of that really did make them think, right, I'm going to show him, or her. But so I think it's knowing individuals, knowing yourself. But for me, it's okay. Perhaps after the game, you can look at the technique, all those sort of things might be around a mistake that you made. But on the pitch at the time, it's okay. That's gone now. Let's get on with it. I believe in you. I trust you. I'm a much more of a believer in putting wind in people's sails and encouraging them than I am to make them feel small. And so I guess that's why it sometimes is a good fit with a coach and a group of players, and sometimes it isn't, because
absolutely.
If you've got a coach that's very much arm around the shoulder, we're in this together, that might not work with a certain group of players who might want to be screamed and shouted at.
And definitely from my point of view as a personal trainer, I'm not a screaming, shouty personal trainer, but I know there are personal trainers who are and who've got full client rosters, because there are people who
want that,
who want to be screaming and shouted at and pushed. I do it a very different way, but that's cool, because there's enough, there's people who want those different things. And so that's what you've got to be mindful of in a team situation, I believe.
Yeah, and I think actually don't be afraid to ask your teammates what they need. So, if you're active in a sport at the moment, and have that conversation. What do you need when things aren't going well? What do you need? I remember some people before a match would be headbutting walls and getting slapped in the face, and that's what they needed to do that. So I think it's understanding yourself, understanding each other, and what motivates yourself and each other.
Yeah, and just understanding that also within a team, there are very many individuals, and some of those individuals may be alike in their approach, and there'll be other individuals who don't follow that same approach. That's why there will always be someone possibly in the change room who's just quietly going about their business, visualizing whatever they're doing, psyching themselves up quietly, and there will be the others, as you say, need the music, need the
absolutely
need the ramping up that way.
And again, who knows what's gone on in somebody's life? They might have had a really crappy day, crappy week. And actually they're just struggling to get themselves up for it. So actually just somebody coming up and saying, everything all right.
On the flip side of that, there might be someone who's had a really crappy day, crappy week, and this is their chance for a release. And that's why they're really psyched and really loud and vociferous. So it's just different personalities. So being aware of that, and if somebody, as you said, that's the key, isn't it? Asking the question. Yeah,
ask the question. And I think certainly in teams, whether it's sport, whether it's in a business environment, if you have a team of people that work together, actually getting together, doing a session, what are our values? We've talked about this before, but what are our values? How, what do we want to achieve together, and what are we prepared to do to achieve it? And I think, understanding all those things helps you when you then go out onto the pitch, or pitching for a piece of work or whatever it may be.
Absolutely, we've used the sporting analogy today, but it is, you're quite rightly alluding to now. It applies. There's teams in business. There's teams in wherever we are. Every facet of our life. Family is a team.
Absolutely,
even within immediate family, you've got very different personalities, and so it's understanding those and going forward. So I think the take, we're going to wrap up now, but the take-home message from this little chat is everybody's different, I guess.
Yeah, get to know each other. Ask the question.
Ask the question, and don't be afraid of asking the question. And if someone doesn't reply to you, then that's fine. Yeah. That's also their lookout. But that tells you a little bit about them as well. So
and just be compassionate, be non-judgmental. Don't assume you know why somebody's doing what they're doing.
So hopefully that helps improve team play, whether it's business or on the sporting field or any other front, family life. But just be aware of other people and other people's personalities, because that's a huge factor in how people are behaving and why they're doing things.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay.
See you next time.
See you next time.